Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Thursday morning Mind the Moments gathering, brought to you by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare and Tufts Health Plan. This is a place where we invite experienced mindfulness instructors to speak with us about what mindfulness means to them, and to also discuss as a community how we can incorporate these practices into our daily lives. I'm Suzanne Rowe Palacino, and I'm so happy to be here with Tara Healey, founder and director of Harvard Pilgrim's mindfulness program. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, everyone.
Nice to see everyone this morning. I know some people may have the day off today. Whether you do or not, we're happy to have you join.
Yes.
And so today, Tara will start us off with sharing a question for the group, and she'll lead us in a guided practice and share some thoughts with us. And after that, we'll have time for questions. So if you'd like to go down to the bottom of your screen and open up the chat, that will give you an opportunity to click the drop-down menu. And that drop-down menu gives you a chance to see, if you click on everyone, and you'll see all the comments coming in as they come, as they're typed in. So we hope that if you have any questions now or anything related to mindfulness or related to meditation, if you want to go ahead and type that in at any time, we're happy to try to get to all the questions. So Tara, what would you like to start us off with this morning?
Yeah, thanks, Suzanne. And again, I just want to extend a welcome, and so happy to be here with all of you on Veterans Day. And I would really, as I woke up this morning, thinking about being with all of you and what day it is, this day of remembering and a day of gratitude for our veterans. I was thinking and sort of pondering what question to ask, but also primarily wanting to devote the kind of the merit and the goodness of our practice today to all of those who have served and to their families. And when Suzanne and I got on this morning and just kind of started chatting about this day of gratitude and remembering, thinking about what question we wanted to start with. And Suzanne actually had a wonderful question, which is, think of a veteran either living now or a veteran that has passed that you would like to remember, and just simply put their name in the chat box. And Suzanne, you and I can start. And I know when we were talking early this morning, I think I shared with you that my father and my father was in the Army and my uncle was in the Air Force. And so I will add their names, Charlie and Tim, to the list. And how about you?
Yeah, my dad was in the Navy. So
Nice.
yeah. And
Nice.
so he was stationed at Pearl Harbor prior to Pearl Harbor, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So someone has mentioned Warren.
So I'm selecting two, father and uncle.
Yeah. I have to say, each Veterans Day prior to COVID, my father is buried down in Cape Cod at the
Oh, he is.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The cemetery down there, the military cemetery.
Yep.
And for a long time, there was a gentleman that started the Flags for Vets movement, and we would go and put these significant sized flags at every single
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Beautiful. And the grave sites are all flat to the ground, so nothing. So it's
yeah. I think they often are. Yeah. So let's see, what do we have here? So we have Warren and Donald, Dwayne and Jonathan Tyler, Uncle Ralph and Uncle Carlton. Yeah. Really nice.
Irino.
Honey, Poland grandparents. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot to remember and a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah, so I'll lead us in a guided practice, and as part of the settling, I'll also have us sort of bring forth those veterans known and unknown to us, and the the wish for the families who are surviving members where someone has passed, and for those veterans who are still with us, that really the whole benefit of our practice today is for their well-being, the well-being of families. And so I'll speak to that a bit as we practice, and then we'll save time as always just for conversation and questions. It can be related to the practice or just related to Veterans Day, but it doesn't have to be. All right, so I would ask you to take a posture that feels like it's going to best serve you this morning, so that if you're sleepy, you can do a standing practice. If not, a seated practice is fine, and that you can choose to keep your eyes open or closed. Either one is fine. So go ahead and select that posture and take a minute to do 2 deep breaths on your own and make the exhalation a bit longer than the inhalation. And this is just a way to settle any surface tension from our activity of the morning so far. So deepen through the nose, double the exhalation, and do that on your own because we all breathe in different ways. So 2 deep breaths. And settling into the posture that feels most supportive this morning. And with a wide angle lens of attention over the whole body, notice any sensations that are occurring from the activity of your day. Things like how the heart rate and respiration and any other sensations, including points of contact with the body and the surface. Whole body awareness. Fully inhabiting the body, aware of how you are holding yourself, aware of sensations. And aware now of sound, so in the room or perhaps outside of the room. And beginning to bring the awareness back inward, allowing sound to remain as it will in the background. And I'll ask you to call to mind a person or people, either known or unknown to you, who have or are serving our country. And see if you can sort of hold an image, again, known or unknown, of that person or people. And we'll offer a few phrases of well-being. So may this person, this collective group, be peaceful and at ease. May their heart be soft and open. May they be safe and protected. And body healthy and strong. And you can release that image or kind of move it into the background of your awareness. And I'm going to take us through a scan of the body and just noticing how holding that image or images feels in the body. So starting at the very top of the head, We're just simply noticing sensation or lack of sensation. Coming down over the forehead and the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw and the mouth. Softening to the degree that you're able, and including the sides of the head and the ears, the back of the head. Sweeping your awareness down over the throat and the shoulders. Moving down the upper arms, both the left and the right, elbows, forearms, and hands. And so collectively holding sensation or the lack of sensation, releasing and softening to the degree that you can. And coming now to the torso, so the front of the body, the back of the body. Aware of what's happening internally, aware of sensation or lack of sensation. And coming down over the thighs, the hips and the thighs, both knees, lower legs, including the ankles, tops of the feet, bottom of the feet, the toes. Isolating this part of the body in your field of awareness. Softening any areas of holding to the degree that you can. And aware of sensation, including points of contact. What does that subtle point of contact feel like? Whether it's along the back of the body or the soles of the feet. Just fully inhabiting your body, softening and releasing, surrendering just to the degree that you can. And we'll move now to finding an anchor to help settle the wandering mind. So that could simply be sensation of breathing where you feel it the most. So abdomen, chest, nostrils, or someplace else. It could also be a consistent sound that you might have in your area that you're in right now. Could be a particular point of contact of the body. So it could be the back of the body and that subtle feeling of contact pressure. So selecting that area that for the rest of the practice today will be what you come back to. It will be where you anchor and rest your attention each time you notice that you've wandered. And wandering is normal. It's all part of the practice. We're not trying to stop our thoughts. We're just simply seeing that when a thought has snuck in unnoticed and we see it, we can just make a soft mental note, oh, thinking. And then escort your attention back to either breath sensation, sound, or another body sensation. So we'll be doing this on our own for the next several minutes, and I will offer reminders periodically. Noticing where the mind is, remembering wandering is completely normal and natural and part of the meditation. So you are doing it correctly if you notice that the mind has wandered. We're not trying to stop. We're simply seeing when we've engaged in a memory or planning, or that we're just, we recognize that we can label thinking and then return to the anchor that we're using today. And again, noticing where the mind is, releasing thought, memory, planning, worry, and simply escort the attention, awareness back to whatever you're using this morning to help anchor and steady attention. And as we bring this meditation to a close, may we be peaceful and at ease. May our heart be soft and open. May we be safe and protected, and our bodies healthy and strong. And may the merit and the benefit of our practice be devoted to all service people, living or past, to family members, to all who have served our country in one way or another. And I'll count backward from 3 to 1. 3, 2, and 1. As you feel ready, maybe take a minute to stretch.
That was lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, so I would love to just kind of check in with people and hear any thoughts or observations about this day, about the practice, any questions, anything that came to mind for you, Suzanne, so we can start anywhere.
Yeah, it was particularly easeful practice for me this morning. So that's
nice.
was on.
It's just the way it is sometimes, right? And I think even the expectation that no practice will ever be the same. And some practices feel easy and you settle right in, and then others feel the complete opposite. And it doesn't mean that you've backtracked in your practice at all. It's just, I think, setting the expectation that that's the norm. It's not like, you practice for a certain amount of years and then you never have this particular negative, difficult thing happen. And the beauty of practicing over time, I think, is the acceptance of the uncertainty of that and the ability to work with discomfort, physical pain, emotional pain. Like you just kind of gain some facility in being able to hold it and work with it, as opposed to pushing or resisting, which adds so much, which adds unnecessary layers, often to a difficult situation.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah, I would second that for sure.
Yeah, and if anybody, yeah, good. Thanks, Kristen. And I think, today, as we kind of move through this day, just, that it's not just a day off, like that it's a day to remember and offer gratitude and to never forget. I'm glad we have these days that are set aside.
Yeah. It really is a special gift that the service people give to us for doing, doing what they do. I went to the Boston Marathon this year because it's goes past my town, and there are a number of service people walking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
And it was nice because everybody was, thank you for your service.
Yes. And this is a unifier cutting across all political division, that I think this is, has the potential to be really just unifying.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. The gratitude practice, really, I agree with Jan has mentioned.
Yes. Yeah. I know. Thank you.
Gratitude practice is a wonderful way to start the day. It really does begin your day on a really positive note of focusing on
remembering the service of others. And I'm just thinking as I'm reading these and thinking about our time together this morning too, is like, what's one thing that I can do today that might be in service to someone else? And they don't necessarily have to even know it, like if there is, so maybe we kind of hold that as a challenge. And so what's an offering that we could give someone? And I don't think of these offerings as big, huge deals. I mean, sometimes it's just, how if someone greets you with warmth and a smile, like that impacts us, right? That matters. It's not small. It's because I think it's someone saying like, I see you as a fellow human who has joys and sorrows, and all of the, that we're not so different from each other.
Mm. Yeah, and I think back during the time of COVID that where things were most heightened, and when we had our masks on and people were unsure about being close to one another, but that connection,
Yeah.
if you made that connection with somebody, it was extra special, you know?
Yeah, it's so
So,
true. It's so true. And even getting out and about now, like yeah, feels interesting and precious.
mm,
And there's still like high degree of caution, but yeah,
yes. Well, thank you, Tara. Thank you so much for leading us in just a really meaningful practice this week,
yeah,
on Veterans Day.
yeah. And thank you everybody for joining on this day. And I know that Suzanne will be back Tuesday. I'm not sure who the guest is Tuesday, but
It's Rebecca Wang.
oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
wonderful as always. So
good.
look forward to seeing any and all of you that can join on Tuesday. So we're grateful for you being part of our community, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. So
Yeah,
thank you again, Tara, and thank you to everyone else.
yeah. Thank you.
See you soon.
Okay, bye.